What's good? It's your boy Shay coming back at you with another late night crew #LNC update. As always, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, select all so that way you don't miss out on another LNC update. Breaking news! Mayor Tiffany Henyard has a plot of revenge against a car show?
Y'all should be ashamed of y'allself. Y'all black. Y'all are black.
Now, I know some of you remember this story from late last year, sometime in August of 2023, and I think we should revisit it after seeing some things. Let me refresh your memory.
Yeah, we're getting some guesses about that, Anthony. So on Saturday, this parking lot at Needles Park here in Dalton was supposed to be full of cars and people for a popular annual car show. But take a look at what happened. The city shut it down, placing huge concrete barricades in front of the entrance, still a couple back there, in what the Park District is calling an act of revenge by Dalton Mayor Tiffany Henyard.
Right. We had our permit, we had our insurance, everything that Dalton Park District asked for.
That's Darren Bosley. He's been running the annual car show in Needles Park for 8 years now, but when he showed up Saturday morning, he found that the Dalton Police Department had placed huge concrete blocks to barricade the entrances to the parking lot where that show was going to be held. Bosley said he started getting phone calls in the middle of the week from the chief assistant to Dalton Mayor Tiffany Henyard, telling him that they wanted Bosley to move the car show location closer to an outdoor music event that Henyard was holding at the same time. He says he refused because he already had his permit from the Park District, which has the authority over park property, not the mayor or the village.
I got a phone call on Wednesday saying that the show would be shut down, but if I move my event to her location on Greenwood, that I would be fine.
Did you take that as a threat?
Yes, I took that as bullying.
We had people with the cars. The vintage cars were showing up. They couldn't get in. The police was instructing them, no, you cannot come in here. If you come in here, you'll be subject to having your car towed.
And they had no authority to do that?
No authority whatsoever.
Well, now the Park District here in Dalton is considering a lawsuit against the Village of Dalton and Mayor Henyard, saying they overstepped their legal authority. They had no right to control what goes on in this park. Now, we reached out to Mayor Henyard, multiple phone calls and emails over the weekend and again today. So far, no response from the village. In fact, about an hour and a half ago, I talked to somebody in their communications department, wouldn't give me their name, who hung up on me.
Okay, so we all remember that. We remember that they were trying to have this car show that they've always had for 7 years, and on year 8 they came to have the car show. Lacey and everybody blocked off where they could enter, and Tiffany wanted everybody to come to where she was at. And you know, they had everything that they needed, and Tiffany just was being a hater. Well, if that's the case, can you explain this?
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. So what we're going to do, we're going to get started, and then we're going to ask that, so all of the elected officials on this side of the table. On this side of the table. Yep. And then the family, I asked the family stay here at the podium along with the executive director. We're going to get started. We're going to have the executive director introduce everyone. We ask that you, if you have questions, you hold them to the end. They're more than welcome to answer everything. So we're going to get started now. I just want to thank you all. Executive Director, Bosley family.
Okay, my name is Stephanie Wiedemann, StephanieWiedeman. I am the interim executive director for the Dalton Park District. We're here to speak on behalf of what took place over the weekend with the Village of Dalton. I have the residents here that were renting our facility from us when the park was taken over by the village and the police department. This is the Bosley family. I have some of the village trustees behind me, the board of the commissioners here at the Park District, some residents from the village of Dalton here, and we're all here to stand together to make sure that, you know, the community is treated fairly and that residents are given what they deserve. So at this time, I'm gonna let the Bosley family speak, and I'll go over here, you guys go ahead.
Good morning, my name is Darren, D-A-R-I-N, last name Bosley, B-O-S-L-E-Y.
I'm Rosalind, R-O-Z-A-L-Y-N, B-O-S-L-E-Y is last name.
So August 12th, we were expecting to have a car show at Needles Park from 8 to 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. We arrived about 8:15 and noticed that there were boulders put up where the entrance was. Got in touch with the Park District to try to figure out what was going on. And Tiffany basically shut the park down because she wanted us to have our event where her event was going to be taking place at that same day on Greenwood and Sibley. The Park District did try to help us out from about 9 o'clock till like 1 o'clock. That's when Lacey told us it wasn't going to happen, the boulders weren't going to be moved, and there was nothing that we can do or the Park District could do. Even though we had our permit and had our insurance for the location, the mayor was saying that we needed a special event permit, which the trustees told us there was no such thing for Dalton. We ended up moving the location though to Calumet Beach in Chicago, which it was still a nice day and a nice event. But we did lose funds that day because we had people coming from out of town and out of state. Once they kind of figured out it was like a no-go at that location, they didn't know where it was going to be. People kind of backed out and continued on with their day. So yeah, we definitely lost. We lost probably a nice amount of money that day. Can't give an exact number, but we definitely lost a nice amount of money that day. Mr. John.
It was at this moment that he knew he fucked up.
I mean, this is some shameful shit.
Now, you claim that the mayor said that you needed a special event permit. That's what you said. You said, Mayor Tiffany Henyard said you needed a special event permit. And you said the trustees led by Jason House told you there was no such thing as a special event permit in Dalton. Well, if that's the case, can you explain this? As you can see here, Class H special event permit, $350. So I have just one question. Why are the trustees telling this man there's no such thing as a special event permit when there is? It costs $350, and if he didn't have it, then unfortunately Tiffany had every right to shut the car show down. Now, here's the crazy part. What about her saying, come over to my event? Well, do you think that it may be possible that she goes, well, since you didn't have the proper permit, you guys could just come over here because we already got something popping off and we willing to share with y'all? I know that the narrative is she wanted to shut theirs down so they would come to her, but I don't understand. That doesn't make sense. She already had her own thing going on. Why does she need them to make her own thing better? I don't get it. And it's not like it's a competition. She is at whatever event she's at and he's at whatever event they at. But my biggest question is, why are the trustees, Jason House, Tammy Brown, Brittany Norwood, and Kiana Belcher, why do they be lying like this? If they really the good guys like they said, why do they be lying? Because I think y'all all need to go. We got to start over. And this is why. If Tiffany's so bad, why lie on her ever? Because it ain't like she's innocent. But on this one, She is. I know that makes some of y'all mad, but the difference between me and most YouTubers, I don't lie for anybody for anything. Nobody has been more harsher on Tiffany Henyard on the entire interwebs than the Real Late Night Crew. So if we can admit when the trustees are lying, you can too, unless your relationship with the trustees prohibits that.
Oh, no, you didn't. Wait a minute. No, you didn't.
We got a video coming up later. The trustees continue to tell everybody that they don't get involved in social media business.
Not the cap.
Then why am I about to show everybody that you lied about that as well? Get in the comments right now. Do you think that they had this man lie, or do you think they lied to him? Because lies were told. You heard clear as day that they said that there is no such thing as a special event permit, and it's Class H, $350. And Cleo, I also got to ask you, why would you say this?
My name is Cleo Jones, C-L-E-O, Jones, J-O-N-E-S. I am the Dalton Park District Board of Commissioners President. I was very heartbroken when I arrived at the park, actually Friday, and saw the boulders. But then I was really heartbroken when I arrived to the park that Saturday morning and saw that there was more boulders and more restrictions for residents entering into their own park. Not only that, policemen lying across the line of the park district, preventing residents from entering into the park, as well as patrons who participate in this car show. I was very heartbroken when one of the patrons participating in the Bosley show, driven from Atlanta to get here as a vendor, and was told that she could not enter into her own park, enter into the park. So that was very heartbreaking to understand the village of Dalton in no way, no sound have anything to do with the Dalton Park District. We are our own board. We have our own board of commissioners. We have 5 commissioners. We have 2 of the commissioners here today, Commissioner Wells. We have Commissioner Rochelle, Kyle Rochelle here as well. So the fact of the matter is the village does not have any governing over the Dalton Park District. The Dalton Park District Police was stating that they had an ordinance in place prohibiting us to have this event. That ordinance is no such thing. I talked with the village clerk, and the village clerk said she had not heard of any ordinance. We've been having this event with the Bosleys for over 7 years. 7 years. 7 years, no incidents encountered. So we want to know what is the problem right now, other than the mayor was having the event down the street from where we was having the event from. And we want to know, why did this happen? That's why we brought everybody here together today, because this cannot happen ever again. Ever again. We are the Dalton Park District. We are our own governing body. We have nothing to do with the village of Dalton when it comes to putting on programs and allowing patrons to rent the park. This matter is under litigation. I cannot speak no further about that. And from there, we're going to continue moving everything forward. But we want to send a strong message to the village of Dalton that they do not have any governing over the Dalton Park District.
If you know Dalton, the village of Dalton, has no type of say-so or control of any kind of anything that happens over at the Dalton Park District, why would you call the clerk to ask if there was an ordinance in place?
Is this camera on me?
Yes, it's on.
That's stupid. Use your common sense.
So what? If there was an ordinance in place, you would have just ignored it, right? Because they don't have no control over there. See, y'all are liars. Cleo, you was just on the news 2 weeks ago over basically the exact same thing about how y'all didn't have the proper permits or whatever, and now y'all mad because they forcing you to have them.
Just when you thought it couldn't get any crazier here in Dolton, the Park District says they're being politically targeted by Mayor Tiffany Henyard for, among other things, putting a new layer of mulch down on their playgrounds.
So what are you holding there? I have 4 tickets issued from the village of Dalton, and each ticket is $500 a piece. That is $2,000 worth of tickets that I have here.
Dalton Park District President Cleo Jones says they were stunned last week when they received citations for doing work without a permit. 2 of those tickets were issued for spreading fresh mulch on playgrounds. The other 2 apparently for installing brand new playground equipment.
So every year we replenish the mulch in the park to ensure that the safety of the kids are playing on a safe surface by playing on some healthy mulch.
And we do this every year.
Have they ever asked for a permit before?
Never.
Jones believes the Park District, a separate government entity, is being targeted by Dalton Mayor Tiffany Henyard because they've allowed the 4 Dalton trustees who oppose Henyard to use Park District property to hold community meetings after they were shut out of Village Hall.
We do not play the politics here, and don't put us in the middle of politics by issuing us these political citations.
But it's not just mulch. They say Henyard is holding up 2 major grants totaling $600,000 for park improvements. One from Blue Cross Blue Shield, the other from the Illinois Department of Natural Resources, by refusing to issue the permits needed to proceed with the work.
We have gone to the village for permitting and they have been unresponsive. I have a project manager that is working on that and they just refuse to give us the permits.
Dalton Park District Director Stephanie Wiedemann says if they don't get those permits in the next few weeks, the $400,000 grant to rehab Blackstone Park will expire, and taxpayers will have to eat $150,000 in money that's already been spent for the park's design.
What resident wants to look outside of their house and see beat up stuff? If we can upgrade these things and you're preventing it with a permit, the residents are suffering. They don't get to look out their door and see nice things because you're stopping it.
And Wiedemann believes that she herself is also part of the reason the Park District is being targeted because she's been a frequent outspoken critic of the mayor's. We reached out to Henyard for a response to this story and have not yet heard back.
Stop breaking the law, asshole!
So y'all can cut the crap over there, bro. Y'all lying too. I don't understand. Why did y'all lie about this? Why did y'all lie about this? I actually know, and we'll discuss it tonight in tonight's live stream. So make sure you get in the comments. Let me know what you think. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Please hit the PayPal and Cash App links. We finally back monetized, but we won't get our first check until August. So hit the link so we can hit the daily $20 goal. Please do that for your boy right now. Hit that right now. Get in the comments. Let me know what you think. They're liars. They all got to go. But then again, I'm probably lying. God is great. Peace.
There's an old saying in Tennessee, I know it's in Texas, probably in Tennessee, that says, fool me once, shame on you. If fool me, we can't get fooled again.
That's your smoking ass, smoking turkey tails.
Because the way y'all got it, people want to get paid first before they come out and do work for us. That's bad. We a whole village, a whole municipality, and we can't get things done because of all of this negativity on our village.